And we're live. Hey, everyone. I'm here with Kirsten Langston, Auntie from Third Eye Champagne. We are so blessed. Yay. So we've got a lot of really great questions. And I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked a couple of other readers that were kind enough to join me for a collaboration. Puka Rabbit, one of our viewers, had asked if in 2022, after Thanksgiving of this year, will the average American family have enough money, have enough cash to feel comfortable purchasing Christmas presents for their family?
Interesting. Okay, let's take a peek.
All right. Because we kept getting the Judgment card and the Eight of Pentacles, so everyone will be holding their breath to see what you get.
And I see a lot of unfamiliar names in the chat. So I just want to let everybody know I am Kirsten Langston. You can find me at Third Eye Champagne. I am on YouTube. I also have a website, www.thirdeyechampagne.com. It is a membership website. You pay $11 a month. You get a lot of stuff, but there's also a lot of free stuff over there. So please do check it out. Check it out. And thank you so much, Lori, for having me today.
We are blessed to see you. And I can't believe that you're seeing names that you don't know.
Oh yeah, I am. No, you know what? I'm always down to collaborate. It's just I don't ever think of it. So I'm really happy when people reach out to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always, stupid busy. Just stupid busy.
You are, yes, because everyone wants you to read for them and to be a part of their broadcast. And you just did a broadcast with Debbie from Freebird.
Yeah, Debbie reached out. I'm so glad she reached out. And I just was on Linda's show last Sunday. And that's the first time I've ever been on Linda's show. And I've known Linda since 2011. We're friends IRL. So that was wild. That was so cool. Ooh, okay. So what do I have? I don't have the Eight of Pentacles. I'll let you guys know that.
Okay, that's great.
But there's moderation here. So this is really interesting. So first of all, root of my reading, and for those of you who don't know, I do a bastardized Celtic cross, which means it's the Celtic cross spread, but with way more cards than you would think. So this is at the root of the reading. So the Six of Cups is the card of the past. And then we have the grief card here, which tells me likely a lot of people won't. I would say majority of people are either going to voluntarily scale back or they're going to have to scale back. And then I get this. Look at this. This is not a lot of spending right there. There it is. Moderation. Nope. I'm always backwards when I use straight up. And I'm always like, what am I pointing at? But there's moderation and there's money. So yeah, there's moderation here. And I'll show you. It's all over this spread, Lori. Look at this. Moderation, 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 balance, balance,
wow.
balance.
Okay, yeah. Wow, yeah. Both of the scales in the Rider Waite.
Yep.
Okay, so in the same vein as that question, whatever No ID asked, many intuitives are picking up on something major will dampen our spirits in the United States around Christmas time. Can you tell us what might be happening? Thanks, Square Peg.
I think there's going to be a couple of things. Just away from my cards, just looking at it intuitively, I think we are going to be dealing with another COVID wave for sure. I don't think you need to be psychic to know that. That's kind of what we do now. We're not going to be doing that forever, by the way, you guys, just so you know. It's not a forever thing. But I think we are going to be having a COVID wave. I think we're also going to be, it feels to me like the disparity between the haves and the have-nots really gets amplified in 2022. And I think that's kind of around eclipse season, but not close enough around Christmas. I think it's going to be COVID, and I think it's going to be economic. And it looks like there's something violent. It looks like kind of end of the year. It's like there's weird, there's a weird uptick in funky stuff. There's something violent. There's something violent. I see it. And I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's just like protest. Are we protesting something? because I see a lot of people. I see a lot of, like, it's a lot of people. So whatever it is, it's not one person or something disturbing that we see, police brutality or whatever, with one person. There's something violent, and it's a lot of people. I don't know what this is.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what they wanted. They wanted me to ask you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, please ask her what she gets. Thanks, SCR Dakar Brown. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. You get some good tips over here, Lori. You got some nice people up in here.
Thanks. Well, I'm sure a lot of them have come over from your channel. So let's see. I want to know. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's skip over to. Oh, someone's saying, is there an earthquake? Did you see any earthquakes?
I've been seeing a really big one for Southern California, like big, like scary big, but my timing is not great. I don't know when it's hitting. I just know it's hitting. Do I think it's in 2022? I do not, but I've been seeing like, but it's easy. It's easy to predict earthquakes in areas where there's earthquakes, but I have been seeing a pretty big one for SoCal for a couple years now. So like right. downtown LA is where I see it.
And you've been predicting that COVID goes on through 2023 and that it ends like, what were you getting, the end of 23, 24, beginning?
As far as COVID goes, I think we're still riding the waves through 2023. I don't think it just I don't think it just, we all go back to normal. There's no normal. Normal is gone. Goodbye, normal. It never existed in the first place. That was just a myth that we all like to believe in, and it was making us feel very secure. But as far as it goes, it does peter out, but it takes quite a while. It's going to take quite a while before it really, we're not dealing with it much anymore. And what's interesting is now, especially in the US, I don't know what's happening around the world, but I know that, the United States government is just like, oh no, it's gone. And it's just like, you're gonna gaslight, like, what, how many people live here? 120 million people? Like you're just gonna gaslight. It's gone. Go back to work. Take your masks off. It's fine. Like, what?
Except they all have it right now, right? Pelosi's got it. Merrick Garland's got it. I mean, thank God they're all okay.
Yeah. It's just kind of nuts to me where they're just like, it's not a thing anymore. So it's like, I think we're going to get to a space where they can't ignore it again, where it's going to be to a point where it's just like, oh boy, okay, now we have to pay attention to it again. That's what I see. I see governments pivoting.
Okay.
But they're not going to want to pivot all the way. They're just not, because they don't want to admit they were wrong. But yeah, I see it. I see COVID. It's gonna continue to fade. It's gonna be a very slow fade. I think we're gonna get a few upticks and some really extra variants. I think we're gonna continue to see variants. I know I keep saying I think, and it confuses people. No, I'm really being psychic right now. I know I say I think, but I'm it's me being psychic, I promise.
And do you see, like Denise Siegel, the astrologer, I don't know if you ever see, she's predicting that there's going to be one wave that is more contagious and more deadly than Delta. Are you picking up? I don't think I've seen you say that it was going to be worse than Delta.
No, I think Delta and Alpha were the biggest bitches of the group. As far as I see a possibility of it, and I've seen this, and I've heard other psychics say this. I know Denise has said it. I know there are other people that have said, oh, I see, or there's another pandemic, or, they see, or there's something deadlier coming. And for me, it fades in and out when I look. I'm a very big believer in shifting timelines. I'm a very big believer in things are not set in stone until they're set in stone. And with this one, I see it fading in and out, but I do often see a pretty gnarly variant. But for me, it comes up and it goes down just as fast. So I don't know how that works. If it's, immediate lockdown, if it's one country and it's like, okay, it came out of this country, we're just going to lock it all down so it doesn't get out, but I see it come up and go down really fast, whatever it is. So I don't necessarily think it's going to affect the entire world.
And you normally get the Queen of Wands for Rona, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny with the different variants. So when we got original Rona, she wanted to be the Queen of Wands. And actually I want to say I did, people in the chat will remember, I want to say I did a deep dive, like a Rona deep dive. And I was like talking to the virus, trying to, ask it, what's going on here. I know it sounds a little odd, but that's sometimes how I get psychic information is I'll just start asking questions of the subject. But lately, now Delta wanted to be the Queen of Pentacles.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. So when Delta came out, she was like, "Oh no, I'm not Queen of Wands. I'm Queen of Pentacles."
Right.
And lately, Omicron, Omicron's been funky. Sometimes it shows up as King of Pentacles. Sometimes it shows up as regular Rona. Omicron doesn't have which is interesting to me because then I start to speculate. Does that mean Omicron is really consistently evolving and we don't know it? There's just a consistent evolution of Omicron because it doesn't want to stick with one card.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, now let's go to Elon Musk. He's a sneaky dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
This was sneaky. What he did, this was sneaky. So he's got some big shares now on the board of Twitter. Is this a positive thing or a negative thing? Are you getting?
Let's look at some cards on
All right.
Twitter.
And thank you, Susie and Prairie.
Let's see.
Prairie was texting me, make sure you say auntie right. I'm like, okay.
You can say it any way you want. You can also just call me Kirsten. Oh, let's see here.
That's a good thing.
Interesting. Oh, this is interesting.
What are you getting?
I think it's a positive thing for Elon.
Of course it is.
He's a happy little camper over here.
Oh boy.
He's feeling, listen, yes, it's called the wish card, 9 of Cups, but it's also kind of a card of like, yeah, I'm smug. I got what I wanted. I'm smug. Is it good for everybody else? There will be ups and downs. Right there, bam, moon and sun. Like, wow. Yes and no. It's definitely variable. At the end of the day, I mean, I guess we should look and see if he's going to let Trump back on, right? Because
that's the very next question, of course.
Yeah. Oh, great. At the end of the day, I think it's fine. I don't think there's any huge changes as far as everyday stuff goes, but there's some positive. He's going to bring some positive and some negative. I hate reading on this guy because he's such a jerk.
A lot of Republican men really like him. A lot of people like him.
A lot of people like him.
I think he makes some mistakes with this. I think he's not looking where he's going, and it's a little bit more difficult perhaps than what he thought. But when you look at that 9 of Cups card, one of my friends, Amber, named that card for me the I'm fat, chubby John Travolta, and I can have anything I want card. When he really hit the success, his face looks like John Travolta.
It does actually. It does look a little bit like Travolta.
All right. So, all right. Is he gonna revoke the suspension and let Trump back on Twitter? He'd made Truth Social, and he only put one post on there. Trump did, and now it's it isn't doing anything what it's supposed to be doing. So, will Elon Musk let Trump back on the Twitter? The Twitter.
By the way, guys, just so you know, I am live for free for the first 2 Thursdays of every month on my channel, which means after this at 3 p.m., I will be heading over to my channel. So if you want to keep on going.
3 p.m. Pacific.
Yep, that's where I'll be. Oh, that's right. You're Eastern.
We are Eastern. We're over here in Satan country, man.
Oh, no. Are you really?
I am smack dab in Southwest Florida.
I mean, on the one hand, congratulations, because Florida is beautiful. And on the other hand, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't think he's going to no, I don't think he's going to let Trump back on. I don't think so. I don't think so. I ask, is Trump going to be back on Twitter? I get 4 of Swords, peace, which shows me, okay, we're going to have peace on Twitter. And then I ask, so I'm asking from the point of view of Trump, and I'm getting this, which means no. It's giving me a no.
All right. I got that there's some talk, and maybe some, but then hopefully it's a no.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's coming.
Okay.
Oh, I got that one too, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And thank you, T-Barb, for typing out the question for us. That's very kind of you. And Lucky Girl's helping us gimp along here. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Lucky Girl. Thank you, guys.
She's so wonderful. They're both wonderful. All right, Leticia James. Breaking news. Leticia James is asking the court to hold Trump in contempt because he is failing to produce certain documents for her investigation. Will he be held in contempt?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know that it's going to do much. I don't know that it's going to do much. I mean, I know he has a reputation for being Mr. Teflon, but I tell you what, that's starting to wear off. I think I said this on Linda's show. I feel his energy waning. Trump's energy is not as strong as it used to be.
No. And then they just interviewed on CNN. They interviewed Alvin Bragg, and he said, "Oh yeah, we're continuing to do the investigation. Do you think that he'll do anything, or will he just let it all drop?"
So wait, is this the replacement for
Yeah.
Him. What's his name? Oh my God.
Yes. And then he just said he wasn't going to prosecute. And then the 2 attorneys resigned. Yes. I can't remember the name of the dude that he replaced. I know.
It's fled my brain. I can see his face. That's the worst part.
So will he continue the investigation, Alvin Bragg, then? Oh, that's right. Thanks, Jacqueline Young. Yeah, Leticia James is asking for a $10,000 fine for every day that Trump won't produce. It's Cy Vance. Thank you, guys.
Cy Vance. Yeah. Oh my God. You just made my day. I was gonna get on Google and look him up. Like, okay. So here's the deal. Cy Vance didn't really investigate Trump. Just so you know, that was a bullshit. It was a smokescreen.
Okay.
I think he was going through the motions. I think he had people go through the motions and never really had any intent of pushing it any further than he had to for public perception. Will he continue? Yes, but I'm getting the aces here, which is really nice. So I think he will continue. I think he's going to do it differently than Cy Vance, which is a plus. But I don't know how far he's going to go with it. I don't think we're being told the truth about these investigations. Leticia James, different. Mm-hmm. But with Bragg now and Vance, I don't think we were ever told the truth. And I say that here because of the page, which is the Card of Secrets and Lies. But these 2 together tell me he's not going to, I don't see a full throttle, right? Like I want to see a card here where it's action. I want to see the Chariot. I want to see the Knight of Swords. I want to see justice. I don't see any of that, honey. I don't see any of that.
And nothing for Leticia James either. You don't think she'll get the contempt or get the $10,000 a day?
I think she might. I think she might get the contempt. she's got good energy. She's got very strong energy on her.
All right. That's good.
Very, very strong energy.
All right. Here's a nice question. My friend Ariana asked, what is the good news for this summer?
Ooh, I love that.
There you go.
Let's do some cards.
What's the good news for this summer?
You know what? I see a lot of people out and about. I see, so I think COVID's going to be real low this summer, just because I see a lot of people out and about. People are happy. People are having a good time. Yes, this is mostly global. I think you're still going to have lockdowns in some places, particularly China. But it feels like people are feeling themselves. They're social. They're out there. They're doing things. It's almost like normal. Also, this Ukraine conflict will have died down by then. You know what? I'm actually gonna walk that back, because I feel like Putin. I'm sorry. Sidebar. Sidebar into Putin. I feel like he's going to say, oh yeah, there's peace, and then he's actually going to come back and start more shit.
Okay.
So maybe I don't want to say it's over forever, but yeah, look at, people are happy. Look at these cards. It feels like people are really happy. People are feeling free. They've released the burden of COVID, the burden of everything. I just see people happy. I see a lot of joy of, like I said, people out and about, people taking vacations. And I do think it is because COVID is really low.
Okay. That would be a good question. I get something that's coming to an end. I'm not quite sure what that is. There might be a travel. I'm not sure if this is an internet thing. I'm getting some sort of travel mixed up or something. But this is supposed to be good news. So maybe some freedom. Let's focus on freedom, since you got such great cards about COVID. So maybe this just means their freedom and they can start moving towards their goals. I think you got this card too.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, that's what I think, Lori. I think people are just feeling good. I see people just feeling free and feeling good and feeling like they can leave the house. They can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? It's good stuff.
Okay, so now I can't remember what you got. Stina asked, is Zelensky in danger? And I think Andre had said he had to be Andre from Astrology Alert said he had to be really careful from mid-April to mid-May. Are you picking up anything for him during that time? Do you think he's, and by the way, when you spilled the tea on Zelensky and what kind of lover he was, I lost it. I was laughing so hard I couldn't catch my breath. I thought, oh my God, okay. We're going to war and we're doing sex tea.
Yeah. You know what? I have 4 planets in Scorpio, man. I can't not do the sex tea. I have to go there. And it just comes to me. I will tell you, back in the day, early on, when in 2017, all you old school people in the chat will remember this. I was getting like Mitch McConnell's sex tea. I was getting sex tea on the worst people. Oh, who was it? Sarah Huckabee. Y'all remember the sex? I'm not going to ruin your show, Lori, by talking about.
I remember some of those ugly things that we couldn't unsee.
I did the same. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I did a really good drunk tarot on David Bowie, and the sex tea on Bowie.
Now that I can imagine.
God, I mean, oh Lord. So yeah, I haven't looked at Zelensky in a while. Let's take a peek at him.
Okay. And you have a stellium in Scorpio? I also have a stellium in Scorpio.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah, I have one in Scorpio and one in Sag.
Whoa, that's really crazy. Oh my God, my lawn man is here.
Oh no, are we headed for some noise?
So hopefully it won't be too bad. I don't know what he's mowing because we haven't had any rain. We're supposed to actually get a little bit, so I don't know if he's just like making sure I pay the bill.
Right.
I have no clue. Okay.
All right, let's see.
All right. Is Zelensky in any danger?
Oh yeah, he is. Hell yeah,
Okay.
he is.
Okay.
Yes, hands down he is. He's the eclipse. It's probably why Andre gave the dates that he did. The eclipses are all over Zelensky, so I don't know what these eclipses are doing with him.
And the eclipse is it's partial on the 30th, right? April 30th.
We have a partial solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. Nice vibes there. But the gnarly one is, I can't remember the exact date, but about 2 weeks later.
Okay.
We have a full lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And a few of the astrologers I follow, Steve Jed, Achuta Baba, I love them, Nightlight Astrology, and of course Andre. But a few of them were saying, the eclipse isn't too hot. So the eclipses are all over Zelensky. Oh, honey, yeah, he's got the death card here. He needs to be careful. They're actively plotting against this man. I mean, we know this. We know they are, but it's here in the cards. This guy needs to be careful. Yes, he is definitely in danger, hands down.
Okay. I get that they're following him, they're spying on him, and they're following him very closely, monitoring his speech, and they're on his trail. So that's not good. I don't think that's good.
No, not at all. So I'm going to throw in a follow-up question. So we know he's in danger. Let's see if anything happens to him.
Okay. Ooh. I don't want to see. So does anything physical? Because we know he's already emotionally affected. So will there be anything?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the energy around him is really volatile, really, really volatile. I'm going to say this. I don't foresee death on him, but it's hanging around. I just see it hanging around. I haven't even turned my cards over yet, but I want to see what these cards say. Really volatile energy around this guy. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Yeah, the energy around him is volatile, but I don't see any physical situation. He's safe. He's safe right now. Okay. He's safe. It's weird because I just said he's in danger. Now I'm saying he's safe. But the point is, I don't see anything happening to him right now. Okay. However, I do want to say it's volatile.
Okay. I think they're coming after him, like you said too, and I think he's going to have to separate and have to take cover. He may have to move several times. Yeah. He may have to move around and move around and move around. And then he may have to stay underground somewhere. Yeah. I hope this is just him having to stay underground somewhere, right. Or I hope that's what that is. Okay.
Right.
I don't like the 4 swords, but
I don't either. Okay. I also think politically, well, I'm trying to read on Putin. I'm kind of going, politically, would Putin want to assassinate him? But Putin's kind of off his rocker, so.
Okay. Yeah, he is. What about Ivanka? What did she tell? What did Ivanka tell the January 6th committee when she testified yesterday? Can we get a read on that? What did she say?
Good question. You have the best questions, Lori.
I tried to get some good ones together for you, and a lot of people asked them really. That one was asked by Laura W. She said, what did Ivanka tell me? Because her hubby went in and prefaced her visit. I didn't even know she was going in yesterday. Did you know she was going?
I don't pay attention to any of it.
Okay.
I only find out when I get told on somebody's show or on my own show.
Okay.
I don't even look at it anymore. I'm sick to death of these people. Well, I think I want to say, was this on Linda's show? I can't remember. I've been doing a lot lately, but I know I said Jared went in there and it might have been on Freebird, but I went in there and said, yeah, he spilled tea. He was very honest. He held stuff back, but he answered all of his questions honestly. Was he trying? Oh, I've got chills. Oh, I've got chills. Okay.
Wow. What have you done?
Honey. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So Ivanka's here in her own cards. Here she is. Hello. And then we look at, what did she say? You're gonna die. This is a bombshell. Do you like? I'm just drawing it out to piss people off.
Yes, and you have everyone's attention.
Oh. She went in there and said, oh, I'm sorry, my dad's crazy. Wow. She went in there and said he had an emotional moment. She's not saying he's crazy now. He was crazy then. He had an emotional moment. Maybe she went in and said he was on medication. But she went in there and exonerated her father by saying he wasn't well at the time. But he's fine now. She definitely, again, gave information, just like Jared. She came out smelling like a rose. They don't have anything on her. They don't. They just don't. I'm sorry, they don't. She went in and said, oh, daddy was unstable. The whole thing just got to him and he shut down. And that's why he didn't call in the National Guard. And he just lost it. And, he was around the wrong people and people were feeding him these stories about how he had really won. And like she went in and just said basically like he was temporarily insane.
Wow. That is cray. That's cray.
Yeah.
I do see that she came to his defense, and I think that she talked to him a little bit about what she might say before she went, and said, "I've got this." But I think she tried to blame it on somebody else. That all these other people around him were causing problems.
Yep. Oh, they fed him all this stuff, and he believed it, and he went crazy, and he's fine now. And we had to talk him down, and all of that. Yeah. All of that.
All right.
She said he was emotionally unstable.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You know what? She might have even blamed COVID. Oh, well, he had COVID and it messes with your brain and, the steroids they had. Even if it was years ago, I like time runs together for me now. So I don't know when he had COVID and when the election happened, but I don't know anymore. But yeah.
Let's see. And speaking of that election for entertainment purposes only, Kanta asked, will Trump's presidency be nullified?
No.
It will not.
No.
Okay. There's a big fat no for you, Kanta. So that means we don't have to ask about the pardons either. What about, Julie P. asked Jim Jordan. He's been really quiet. Lately. Will he be reelected or called to testify with January 6th? Or what do you see for his future? Is he in trouble? Or is he just going to stay and be reelected?
What state is he from? I always forget.
Oh, God, I can't remember. Somebody tell me. It's not Ohio, is it?
Might be.
Jim Jordan. Ohio.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Thanks, Earth Mama. Thanks, chat.
I knew it. I knew this guy's such a liar. I haven't even turned the rest of my cards over. I knew it. Before I even turned him over. He's such a liar, this guy. God.
And he talks over everybody, and he tried to do it so fast, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, his chakras are so dysregulated. The man probably can't even sleep anymore. I mean, like he's got issues. He might not be. There's something coming. I'm going to say this. Because I feel like there were kind of two questions there, right? Will he be reelected, and is something coming for Jan 6th?
Yeah.
He's definitely going to go down, but I don't know. Hold on, let me take a peek at him. He might retire. Is he running for reelection? He might retire. I don't see
he's
him
up
there
for
much.
reelection.
Okay, I don't see him there much longer. So if he goes another go round, that's probably the last one. As far as January 6th, no, they're not going to touch him. They're not going to touch one of their own. They might try to make an example of him, but I highly doubt it. Oh, you got the same.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
something's
think
coming.
he's gonna. Yep,
Something's coming for him.
Yeah, he's gonna have a problem. He's not gonna get to play the same reindeer games with all of the GOP people. Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
Okay. Something's wrong for Mr. Jordan. All right. An entertainment question. Tiger Woods. It's like he's going to go for the Masters tournament. Is he going to play it? Will he do it?
I thought he was too broken to really play professionally anymore.
He's heading up. I guess he's been practicing. Is he going to make it? Will he make the cut? Will he get in, or what do you get for Tiger Woods? Will he compete?
He might compete, but he sure as shit won't win.
He is playing at the Masters, so I guess he's entered in. They just said, oh, who said that? Diana. He's playing.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good for him. He'll do okay. He's not going to win. He's not going to win. He'll do okay, but I feel like this is a bad idea for him, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a bad idea for him, but I don't know why.
Boy, his career really takes some wild ass swings, right?
Yeah.
And he goes from the 10 of swords to the ace of cups. It's a lot of work for him. It's really hard. Sort of a disaster a little bit, but I think he wants to do it. What about how about another T question? What about Diantha asked, what's the future of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, their relationship? And she's known to be a gold digger.
Oh, hello. Oh, I like the tea questions. Okay. Is she the one that she was fawning all over DiCaprio? Have you seen that picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put them both down here. Let's see. Who does she want to be? Bezos wants to be King of Wands, very clearly. Usually, I'm not going to defile Lori's show. I'll just tell you later.
No, go for it.
No, it's too much sex tea. Okay, she wants to be Queen of Wands. Okay, all right, let's take a peek at them.
She wants to be what? Queen of Wands?
Queen of Wands. That's it. So he's...
Well, I mean, that's sex. That's sex, Miss Sexy. So I'm trying to be sexy. She is the only queen in the Rider-Waite with her legs spread apart.
Oh, yeah. She's the hoe of the tarot. She's the hoe of the tarot. That's in my tarot class. I have a tarot class. And yeah, I teach that. She is the hoe of the tarot. You'll never forget it. I just promise you. You're trying to learn tarot. Once you see, you'll never forget it.
That's right.
Oh, she is interesting. She's interesting. And I mean that I wouldn't cross the street to say hello to this woman way. These two are weird together. They're weird together. They have a weird energy. I feel like this man doesn't care about people. I mean, hello. We know what he does to his Amazon workers, so of course he doesn't. But I mean, even in his intimate relationships, he does not care about people. I think he's a sociopath, actually.
Oh my gosh, we have to ask a question about him then. We're going to ask if he actually cares about people because...
Oh, how funny. Oh, this is funny. So he wanted to be King of Pentacles, but when I turned the card over on top of him, he wanted to be King of Wands, but when I turned the card over, he was King of Pentacles because he's super rich.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. Look at this. This is a weird relationship.
What are they doing?
tower. They got the tower, honey.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Did they already have a big fight?
This is not healthy. I think he's going to dump her. I think he's going to dump her ass.
I think he's going to hold on to his money.
Oh, yeah. No, the money. Yeah. The money's right there. He's like, I'm never getting married again. Yeah. He's they've got, nope, not right. It is not right. I'll give you another one. Free tarot lesson.
Okay.
There is a lot of sex between them because they get the card of the boner.
Yeah. Yep. I call it the Bink Winky card.
Yeah. It's a lot of sex. I think he's very satisfied sexually. There are feelings here, but it's pretty shallow. This tower is their outcome card. So I think he dumps her. I think he dumps her big time.
All right. Wow. Okay. Because there's a control issue. Okay, so let's just ask what type of lover is? Does he care about his lovers? Does he care about his girlfriends, his lovers, his people, his Mackenzie? His wife's name was Mackenzie, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Did he actually care? Does he care?
No. This man acquires people. He doesn't know. He acquires people. Does he have children? I hope to God he doesn't have children.
I don't think so.
He acquires people. His feelings are incredibly shallow. In sex, it's all in the bedroom. It's all about him. But he also prides himself on I'm so good at the sex. It's like, honey, no, you're not. We're reading on Jeff Bezos. Oh, thanks, Tish. Yeah, no, this guy. No. Look at this again.
Oh my gosh, how much Viagra is he doing?
A lot.
No wonder his rocket looks like a.
Yeah, there's no feelings here. This man doesn't have feelings. I think he's a sociopath. He has no feelings. He thinks he's good in bed, but he's not. You got it too?
Yeah, I do think so I do think that he cares about his mom. And he had a working relationship with this Mackenzie.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting any love.
No.
Wow.
Nope, it's all pentacles here.
Wow, that's so crazy. Okay. All right. So I'm so disillusioned about Jeff. He used to be on my vision board because people made fun of him for wanting to put books on Kindles. They thought they told him he was going to be he was bullied. They told him he was going to be a big failure. This will never work. All right. Okay. So let's see. All right. Will Ukraine ever get any? This is a question from Flora. Will Ukraine ever get any fighter jets?
I don't see it.
Okay. All right. And someone else asked about, do you see a burst in the housing bubble? What do you see regarding that? Because I don't remember what you said last time I watched.
Well, globally, I think things are pretty steady. As far as the US goes, yeah, but I don't know if it's enough to make a difference. And as far as California goes, probably never.
Okay. Miami and Tampa are getting really bad too, and the rents are crazy.
They're insane. People are paying like $5,000 a month for tiny little apartments. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then there's some people that said that this is the first time they've ever seen you. So the name of Kirsten's channel is Third Eye Champagne. You want to tell them about your website again? Your brand new website?
Okay, yeah. See, nobody knows who I am. So, okay.
Oh, stop it. That's not true.
A lot of people don't know. So I have been credited with starting the whole YouTube psychic political reading thing. I don't know if that's true. I know I was one of the first. I don't know if I was the first, but I started in 2017 and very quickly got shadow banned. So if you've never seen me before, that's probably why. YouTube does not promote me very much. But I have a channel on YouTube called Third Eye Champagne. And I also have a website called thirdeyechampagne.com. And that is a membership website. That is how I make my living. But there's also a lot of free content there. So even if you can't afford it, it's $11 a month to get all the content. And oh my God, I am doing next week a live Vladimir Putin deep dive, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Wow.
That's for members.
That's going to be really great.
You're not going to want to miss it. And members, tomorrow we have the channeling of Simon Peter coming out, which I'm really excited about. I really want to know you guys' comments on it. So that's who I am. That's where you can find me. And what was the question? We have a question, right?
Oh, I'm going to ask another question. We were talking about the housing bubble, but
oh, that's right.
And also, if you want to see some of Linda G's very first appearances on YouTube, you can go to Third Eye Champagne and go back in Kirsten's video bank all the way back there. It's hard to believe it's been that long.
No, it is. It's crazy.
And those videos are fun.
Yeah. No, Lena, I was actually before Lena, because I remember Lena Rodriguez contacting me and she was like, I saw your videos and I'm going to do what you do. Like, so yeah, I mean, same with Violetta. If you guys know all these psychics. So Linda and I have been friends in real life since 2011, and she was on my show first. I started having her on to do mediumship because she's one of the best mediums I've ever seen in my life.
Cool.
But she got her start there, and then one day she called me up. She goes, I think I'm gonna start my own channel. I was like, hell yeah, lady. So yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. Also, I am gonna be live today at 3 p.m. on my channel. I do that the first 2 Thursdays of every month. I'm live for free. So you can come and hang out. And
3 p.m. Pacific.
Thank you so much, Lori. Always.
Okay. All right. What else did you want to? Okay. So I know everyone's asking about Will Smith, but does this wreck his career? When I read on him, I don't get good cards. I just think that this is. Will he make a comeback? I mean,
that's interesting. I did a whole reading on Will. Whenever I was on Freebird last week, I decided to keep the party going, got a cocktail out and started reading on Will and Jada.
I saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah. Really funky.
It was weird. Not at all what I expected.
No, funky energy on them. You know what, Lori? Oh, you're right, girl. It does mess with his career. Oh, I got chills on that. Oh my God, these cards are terrible.
Shoot. Okay. Well,
I mean, okay, crotch card. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Terrible.
That always makes me laugh when you say that. I mean, not the bad cards for Will Smith, but when you get a crotch card.
Crotch card.
First time you said that, I was like, oh my God, I lost it. I was like, crotch card. And then you're like, oh, the other day you said, oh, crotch card. I haven't got one of those in a while. That was.
Looks like I'm back on getting the crotch cards. That's great.
All right. Do you have any other tea questions you want to ask about any other celebrity? Oh, I have one dark question.
Ooh.
Before we go on to any more tea.
Yeah.
They're saying that this war could go. I think Linda is saying that it's not going to last that long. But I don't know how long you think it's going to last. They were saying on CNN before I came on with you that some of the generals are saying they just think it's going to be a long, drawn out thing. And I'm concerned that the media will go to the next thing with January 6th or something else, that they're going to just drop covering it. And I'm concerned about that. Do you think the media will just look away when the next something else comes up and then we're not there that much?
As far as the war goes?
For covering it and helping to cover it.
I also didn't see it going on for very long, but I also see, like I said, Putin saying, oh yeah, there's peace. I'm gonna back off. And then he doesn't,
right.
So I'm a little worried about saying that it won't last that long, because I think it might be a gotcha. So I'm picking it up. Oh, it won't last that long, but really it's a gotcha by Putin. I honestly, because I see him saying, oh yeah, okay, we made this thing. And it could be years later or a year later where he begins an invasion again. Is it going to be stop being covered in the media? That's an interesting question. No.
They'll continue to cover it.
I do believe they're going to continue to cover it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So,
thanks, Carrie.
all hail Auntie. Auntie, she's the one that Perry was texting me saying that I had to say your name right. What about Poland? I got some real gnarly cards on Poland, and I would like very much to know what you get for is Poland. Are some little problems going to spill over into their territory?
I've been reading, so Poland has been coming up for me for several months. Actually, Poland was coming up for me in the beginning of the year. I did a reading 2022, and Poland, it was before any of this with Ukraine. It was What It Do 22 was my little play on J-Lo's thing. But I saw Poland then, and I said, if we have problems with Poland, we're going to have problems with the world.
Because between Putin and Poland.
I didn't see that. I just said, I'm worried about, I remember it so clearly saying, I'm very worried about Poland. We have to watch Poland. If something gnarly goes down with Poland, we're all in trouble. So I remember seeing that. But let's take a peek and see. I want to see, because I haven't read on in a while.
Okay.
And I saw it again at some point. I remember saying, I'm concerned about Poland. I'm concerned about Poland. I mean, last time I said I was concerned about somebody, Ruth Bader Ginsburg dropped dead. So, I'm concerned about Poland. I'll just say it again.
Okay, so we'll
I'm concerned, but let's see the cards. Okay, so far so good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so far so good. I think we're okay in this moment. I don't see disaster right now. But what concerns me is this. The fate card is at the end of the reading, which tells me I'd want to see a better card. Let me just put it that way. I don't know what it's telling me, but I'd want to see a better card, 4 of Swords or 2 of Cups. Something that gives me, the Lover, something that gives me a warm and fuzzy. This is like, wow, shit's going to happen. Like, what happens, what happens. I couldn't tell you. But I would definitely want to see a better card. Right now, I'm looking okay, but outcome card.
Okay. All right. I think they're not in agreement with something during the time of Virgo. That's what I'm going to go with.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Lori, that's super interesting.
We'll see. I'll have to try to make a note there. All right. Any other what do our guides and angels want us to know most about this eclipse season? What do our viewers need to know most? If you want to do a spread to tell them what to focus on, or maybe. Or word of wisdom from Auntie.
Okay. What they're giving me is this. They're saying that we're entering a period of both serenity and volatility. So I think you can kind of extend this beyond eclipse season, but they're saying we are entering a period of both serenity and volatility. You can, and they're stressing this, you can use the volatility to your advantage. Do not get mired down into fear. Do not get held down by oppressive energies. Focus on your own joy and happiness and not the misery of others. And I've been getting this message.
Yeah, you've been
versions of this for a while.
You've been getting some crazy messages.
Yeah. So yeah, they want you to focus on your joy. And while the energy around you will be volatile, they're really stressing that you can use it to your advantage by focusing on your joy. and I know this sounds nuts, and I've kind of picked this up before. People were asking, what can we do for Ukraine? And I mean, there's atrocities all over the world. Ukraine doesn't have the vice grip on it. There's horrible things happening everywhere.
Yes, in Yemen and lots of other places. Terrible.
Right, Syria. I mean, all of it. So what they have been saying is, focus on your own happiness. Focus on when you get happy, you raise the vibration of the world, and everybody gets happy. And then these things that are happening, they don't happen anymore. It takes a long time to get out of this kind of energy that we're in, which is war, violence, patriarchy, all of that. But the more that we focus on our own personal peace and happiness, the more it actually makes that stuff go away.
All right. And I'm getting your word is your wand, like Florence Scovel. Just watch what comes out of your mouth, because you're going to go where you say you're going. So point your word in a positive direction. And one other quick question for you. These stupid Tucker Carlson, all the GOP, they're going to take the CPAC to Hungary. How is that going to go? Can you look at that real quick? Oh yeah, they're going to do it in Hungary with Viktor Orban.
In Hungary, the fascist state of Hungary. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not. They're going to do it. They're going to take and do a CPAC in Hungary.
That's okay. Oh my God. Talk about mind blown. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm just like, what?
I couldn't believe it. And then I thought that they had said, no, they're not going to do it. And then they were not going to bring it over there. And that they're saying, yes, it's on.
No, there's something. There's something off about this. It doesn't go off the way they think it will. I mean, I think they're still going to do it, although I question, just because I'm getting these cards, that they might actually stop at the last minute. This is weird though. There's something real funky about doing this. Like, there's something funky about the whole thing. It doesn't play. You know what this is? It doesn't play the way they think it's going to play with the rest of the world. Like it doesn't play the way they think it's going to play with Hungary. So who's ever planning this, they are idiots, because they're hoping whatever they're looking for, they're not going to get it. They don't get it. They get very, very, very disappointed.
All right. You heard it here first with Auntie from Third Eye Champagne.
Yes, y'all, I will be live in 1 hour over on my channel. So if there are questions that we didn't get to here, you can definitely ask them over there. You never have to pay to play. You just get there at 3 and help me make the little list that we're going to read on, and that's how we do.
All right, we got a lot accomplished here, so then we'll pop over to your channel and see what your questions are.
You know what, Lori? I really appreciate the way that you do this, because even when I have a list, I start going all over the place. You're so organized.
I may have every other planet in Scorpio, but my moon is Virgo.
Oh, I love it. That's why you're so organized. I love it. I love it. Love it. It actually makes it easier to keep me. I need to hire you to come on my show. Keeps me on track. So I could have gone off on Jeff Bezos's genitals for the last,
Oh, I think we did a little bit. I think we did. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your week. And don't forget to watch Kirsten on her channel in an hour. So tell them what time again.
It will be 3 p.m. PDT, so 6 p.m. Eastern. And I know a lot of you are all around the world, and I don't know your time zones, but it's going to be in 1 hour.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
So much. It was so much fun.
It was great.